The first steps toward equality for women, the Seneca Falls Convention. Many of the people involved in reform movements of the pre-Civil War period crossed over from one cause to the next. Those who were the loudest about one issue tended to be the loudest on another. The women's rights movement of the 1830s and 40s was a prime example of that crossover, with many of the advocates for equality for women also being strong abolitionists. In this case, women believed that an end to slavery for African Americans in the United States went hand in hand with an end to discrimination against women. In July 1848, around 300 people, both men and women, attended a meeting whose purpose was to discuss the, quote, social, civil, and religious condition and rights of women. This meeting became known as the Seneca Falls Convention, taking place in Seneca Falls, New York. It was organized by Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Lucretia Mott, among others, who argued that the time had come for women to gain equal status with men in all areas of society. Originally, only women were allowed to attend the first day of the convention, but when it began, men entered the hall, but they were told to be silent. The news of the convention was made on the second day, when Cady Stanton read the Declaration of Sentiments, which outlined the grievances that the women of the convention had with their role in the United States. The topic that was discussed the most was whether or not women should have the right to vote. Mott argued that this was too big a step for the convention to take, but Frederick Douglass, the abolitionist leader and publisher of the North Star, presented an argument that convinced the people of the convention to leave it in. 100 of the convention's attendees, both men and women, signed the declaration. While the Declaration of Sentiments never changed the role and rights of women in the United States right away, the convention itself was an important first step for women in gaining their social and civic rights. Another conference was held 2 weeks later, and the first of an annual series of conventions was held in Worcester, Massachusetts in 1850. Women's rights conventions met every year until the outbreak of the Civil War in 1861, and every year they demanded the right to vote.